Happy Friday. How's everybody doing? Shabbat shalom. Yeah, I just got in from work. It was a fairly low-key night. Not much to report, except when I got home, I realized I looked at my phone and my Etsy app was had been messed with in my pocket. And I was like, oh, I need to make sure to look into that when I get home to make sure it didn't press any weird buttons. So I just checked and it said I was trying to it signed me out and then I was trying to sign back in and it was my account suspended. And now I'm like, oh my God, what if the app signed me out and I've had a cell or something that I didn't see for God knows how long. And I thought I'd been checking on it and it nothing had shown up. And so now I'm just in a cold sweat and a panic. I don't know what's happening. So now I've got to have to try to track down, get a hold of Etsy and see if I can get an answer about that. I'm great, wonderful. Sucks. Okay, well, we'll see what that's about. But on a lighter note, our card for the weekend was 9 of Cups, which means wish comes true. What you wish will come to you. And there's really no more to this card other than your life is starting to unfold in a very positive way. You're having a sense of well-being and fulfillment, and things are really beginning to blossom and grow. And so right now is a good time to practice gratitude and joy and high vibrational thoughts about what you would like to call in. It is a good time to surrender and release what you want to call in so that you're not feeling too gripped or needy in any direction, and just be loose, be happy, be in flow, and don't be too attached to anything one way or the other. And that's the surest way to get your manifestation to come through with the greatest of ease, is basically just be in a great mood, let go and stop thinking about it and do the best you can. Like with the Etsy thing, I'm fuck, this is very disturbing. I don't know what's happening, but I'm just gonna let go and I'm gonna look into it after this and see if I can find out any information tonight, maybe my email. And if not, I'm just gonna follow up tomorrow, but it's really disturbing. But I am gonna pull some follow-up cards out of the Straightforward Oracle to see if there's anything else that we need to know to connect with our wish coming true, if we just need to sit back and relax. Listen carefully, deep listening, open heart, pay attention to others who are listening to you. Wait, pay attention to others who are listening to you. Oh, okay, so pay attention to others who are also listening to you. So be a good listener, listen with your heart, but also pay attention to what someone else is trying to tell you. And I think that's what I was trying to say with that. Let's see what the back of it says. Messages are coming to you and they are trying to get your attention. I wonder if it's from Etsy. It is important that you listen to your heart and your own spirit first. Then look at some of the common signs, messages, synchronicities, tests, and triggers that you've recently been experiencing. What do they have in common? What is true about all of them? What feelings or beliefs have these experiences triggered? What is the root of all of these feelings? Now, what is the core of them or message that ties them all together? Heaven speaks through many mediums, people, music, signs, etc. But it's important that you're able to discern what is relevant and true for you and what isn't. This requires rigorous honesty. It's the most easy to lie to yourself and choose denial. You have to be ruthlessly honest with yourself if you want to be grounded and change. You have to be ruthlessly honest with yourself if you want to grow and change. Be open to others' advice, but don't just let others think for you. Sometimes it's divine guidance, but sometimes it's their own ego. It's up to you to discern what is what. So take into account what people are saying, but be discerning about how much of that you let influence you or sway you in either direction. All right, and let's see. Ooh. What was that? bad advice. So be careful about what you're listening to. Be careful about bad advice. Someone around you is trying to give you advice. Their advice may seem logical, but don't take it. It's not for you. Okay? So we had that message recently, and we were being warned about someone who was sort of a naysayer, or maybe somebody that came along like a wet blanket and sort of ruined your like hope and enthusiasm about something. So be mindful that you're listening carefully to people around you and to the guidance coming from inside of you. Listen with honest ears about what people are really telling you. Like, don't sugarcoat the truth they're telling you. Believe them. And be aware that if someone tries to give you advice that you're just like, I don't know about that, don't take it. You don't have to take advice just because it's given to you, right? All right, and then one last card. One last card before I lose it thinking about what is going on with Etsy. Oh my gosh. Ooh. I feel like this whole big clump is out of control. Let's do a little more shuffling. This is it. Graduation, major healing, lesson truly embodied, wholeness, next level of evolution, completion, successful finish. And we got this actually a few days ago when we were doing our new moon reading, that there's some big cycle that we've come to the completion of some kind of like lesson or growth cycle that we've been working on for a long time, and we've come to a successful completion, and we are ready to celebrate. We get, some kind of boon for this. This is literally graduation season, so congratulations if you're actually graduating. But I think this is great news because it's like, yes, you're ready to go into this next cycle. You really have worked through a lot of your past wounds and past patterning and all of these things, this baggage that you've been carrying along, you've been really working through it. And so now it's like we're ready to embody all of these lessons that we've learned and set out into our next phase, into that new beginning that is blooming with the spring. Let's just put it that way. All right, you guys, I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. I'll see you tomorrow night late for our secret sermon, and wish me luck. I hate that this whole thing has happened with Etsy. Like, I'm so hyper vigilant about not wanting anything to go wrong with like anything that's my business. So that's really disturbing. All right, you guys, I'm gonna try to get this sorted out. Love ya. Good night.